Let's go. We got bowling, baby. We got Dreamer, baby. Bowling's, you know, kind of sitting on the floorboard there. We got Sun Bear, baby. We got Dragon T, baby. Risen. Nobody cares about that. This doesn't get a baby. Baby! Yes! I love you! Baby! Yes! Baby! Yes! I love you! Baby! Yes!
DeFi Kingdoms, baby. DeFi Kingdoms for beginners. Do you not know anything about crypto? I got you. DeFi, decentralized finance. You got kids, you got a wife. DeFi Kingdoms, billions of dollars with Hero. Yes, baby, why? Amazing. GQI, he does. Yes. Even though there's no right or wrong way. Wonder where I'm at? Yes. Once upon a time, in the not too distant past. Baby. Yes.
Baby! Yes! I love you! Baby! Yes! Baby! Yes! Baby! Yes!
All right, let's go. Yes, Shantastic here from New Zealand, baby, with Knights and Peasants. I love it. So much going. Okay, all over the place. She is amazing. She just did two. You just did two Twitter spaces at once. Ended those two. We just connected and we're live again. How are you doing today? How did that go? Did you pull it off? Were you able to juggle two different screens?
I'm going good. I did pull it off. I started to have second guesses as to what I was doing with my life, double booking like that, but I managed it. Yeah.
Wow.
It's been crazy right now.
You were actually able to keep it straight.
One of them was a big mega space, so I only had 5 minutes to speak. So I was able to do that 5 minutes and then head over to the other one. Yeah.
Okay. Nice. So Knights and Peasants. Okay. So Crypto Baby H is sick. She said she's been sick as a dog, throwing up. Okay. But if you know, which in the description below, Knights and Peasants, her Shantastic's contact information is there, but not the Discord, because I just got on their Discord for one. But if you go to the Unity Discord, which I've been on for a long time, and I'm going to share the Knights and Peasants right now. Let's do this. I'm going to invite people. Let's share it here in the chat. And then I'm going to update the comment section later and add this Discord. You can join the Knights and Peasants right here. It's in the comment section. Going to add it to the description. But also Unity Discord with Crypto Baby H, baby. She covers DeFi Kingdoms in there. She covers Knights and Peasants. So I have been on this website before one time because I needed to trade. I needed to trade some Jewel after DFK left. And this is where I knew to go. Knights, thanks to Crypto Baby H, Knights and Peasants. Okay. And then also Crypto Baby H has added Dragon's Crossing in there. And she was so adamant to connect me with Shantastic because she's saying that there's so many similarities to the two games. Tons of similarities, apparently, to Knights and Peasants and Dragon's Crossing, which That's why I wanted her on with us so she could explain that. But let's start with Knights and Peasants. It looks like you guys are already live on both Polygon and still live on Harmony. Is that right?
Yeah. So at the time when we expanded to Polygon, the idea behind not migrating but expanding was that we wanted to give Harmony a chance to, right their wrongs and come back. But obviously, they have ghosted us all for a whole year.
Oh
So,
so bad.
yeah,
Killing me.
So we're here now with two ecosystems and looking to do something with Harmony, to migrate it off of the Harmony blockchain. And in the meantime, we've got Polygon going on. We did find when we got to Polygon that gas fees were a lot higher than Harmony, and it has been a bump in the road for us. So the thing we're doing at the moment is taking a lot of our contracts off chain. So that part will be Web 2, and you can sync it once a day to save on gas fees and to increase immersion.
Okay. So the gas fees are higher on Polygon than they are on Harmony.
Yeah, by quite a lot. Yeah.
By a lot, really?
It wasn't that much when we migrated there. Unfortunately, the day before Mint, they announced the Starbucks partnership, and then straight after that, they announced partnership after partnership after partnership, and suddenly we were having gas wars on a chain that had never had gas wars for months.
Yeah.
And so we have to combat that with some of our contracts, but it's all good, it's just we're a victim of Polygon's success right now, so it's not a bad thing. It's just a delay.
But that's true alpha, because I think, doesn't the DFK chain do more transactions per day than even Polygon? I think it's like 2 million per transactions per day. That's what DFK chain does. What does Polygon do? Do you know?
I'm not sure, actually.
I looked that up a while back, and I'm pretty sure DFK chain was doing more. That's interesting, because why does Polygon always, because I was a big Polygon guy. I was deep into that ecosystem quite a while back. And then it got to where it was a disaster. Like nothing worked. Transactions were stuck all day, and you didn't know what the heck was going on. But I knew they upgraded and they were better. So the last time I used Polygon, it was no problem. It was cheap. But the real alpha, this is somebody that knows. You've got skin in the game. You've got a game there. That's interesting.
So I just Googled.
Yeah.
And it's more than 3 million average daily transactions.
Ooh, that's why.
Yeah. So there's a lot. They have just launched ZK EVM to help combat the ETH fees, and they've also got supernets coming, which will be good for on-chain, the bigger on-chain games like Avagotchi and Planet IX. However, for us, that we're not a humongous game with 80,000 players, and so a supernet is just not really a viable option. So but we can take some stuff off chain and have some more immersion that way.
Okay, how's Harmony doing these days?
It's dead. It's still got no stable coin. It's a ghost chain. However, it does still work really nicely, and the gas fees are still really nice. So it's still a completely playable game. It's just not a sustainable ecosystem.
Okay, right. And that's why you're moving off Harmony, but at least it's working. That was really my question. I already
Once DFK left, actually, all the gas fees, the gas problems. I mean, I'm sure you remember all the problems we had on Harmony.
Oh my gosh.
RPCs, all those problems left.
I lost $500,000 on that bridge hack. It wrecked me.
Yeah.
It completely destroyed me.
Yeah, that and the last year was a rough year for a lot of people. Hey, there was a lot of black swan events that just destroyed a lot of us.
Yes. So first I lost almost all my money in Luna, and I was a huge into Luna. I bought Luna when it was 50 cents, and I was like in every single protocol pretty much within the Luna ecosystem. And then my other big holding was DFK stuff. And then also I had a lot in Voyager, and that turned out, what was so weird is I was shifting money around, and I was about to put about $250,000 into a business for tax purposes. And then Luna happened. And then the bridge hack happened. And then Voyager happened, and it was just wrecked. And I was deep. I got really wrecked in Phantom as well. Okay.
Yeah. There's actually a lot of Terra Luna projects that migrated to Polygon at the same time as we did.
Oh,
One of the marketplaces migrated like 60 different Luna projects over to Polygon. So there's a lot of people that got equally wrecked as we did over there. It's
my God.
created an ecosystem of people who have been through it all basically, and want to support each other. So it's actually created something really nice on Polygon just through these shared experiences.
Okay. Okay. So Crypto Baby H absolutely loves you, adores you, loves this project, Knights and Peasants. And she's always doing stuff in there with your community and ecosystem. Tell me more about what's going on here. I don't know hardly anything about it. Okay. And marketplace. Can I go to the marketplace? So you guys are a DEX, right?
No. What we did at the time was we pulled from the DFK decks because there was no front end for them anymore. So we built a front end for their decks because the contracts were always there. So we could still pull liquidity, etc., into our website from that deck. So it was their decks, just our front end.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just out of necessity. It wasn't out of anything other than necessity for survival.
Yeah. So if I want to buy and sell, let's say Jewel, or where is the DEX?
I think we removed it because
Okay.
we have pivoted our tokenomics to not have well the DFK contracts did shut down, but you can go to the Cougar Swap to dump your tokens if you need to.
That's right.
But we pivoted our tokenomics so that once we moved to Polygon, so that we would use the chain token rather than a gaming token, because it was more sustainable for a gaming ecosystem to use the chain token, rather than a gaming token, which I'm sure, as you're aware, every single gaming token ever has just gone one direction, right?
Yes. Wrecked,
Yeah.
especially those that were on Harmony.
Yeah. So now we use one on our Harmony ecosystem and Matic on Polygon as our power token.
Oh, as the power token itself. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have a token also on
So
like a governance?
we do have a gaming token, but it's purely for in-game stuff now,
Okay.
rather than so any of the transactions that happen on the ecosystem, they are in Matic or One, and then a portion of that spend gets reflected back to the Quest fund, and a portion gets reflected back to night holders.
Oh.
So
So
20% goes to the night holders and 20% goes to the Quest fund.
okay, so all this stuff in game is like Web 2, but then you can function, and then it's kind of you're merging Web 2 and Web 3 together, sort of.
So it's kind of like microtransactions and mobile games. Any of those sort of things within our game gets reflected back to our holders, and that includes the marketplace fees for our marketplace as well. So I think
Okay.
it's 1.5% gets reflected back to night holders whenever something's spent on the marketplace.
Okay. So if I want to buy a knight, Cougar Swap. It took me to Cougar Swap.
Yeah, that's the only one working on
Yeah,
on Harmony these days. Honestly, I wouldn't probably buy on the Harmony ecosystem right now. Most of our Harmony holders are diamond handing them till migration.
okay.
Yeah, Polygon's probably a better bet to play the game.
So Polygon, you buy the stuff, but you play on Harmony or no?
No, the Polygon ecosystem is its own ecosystem. So
Okay.
you can buy the night on Polygon, and then it's 10 Matic fee for the Quest badge, which is like a progression board. Basically, as you earn experience, you unlock more rewards, and when you buy the badge as well, you get a whole bunch of items and a free mint for a peasant to get you started within the game.
Okay.
So at the moment, the buy-in fee to play the game is about 10 Matic for the night and 10 Matic for a badge, and then you're in.
Okay, so you can buy a night, you buy the night, and it takes you to Cougar Swap even when you're on Matic?
No, so that's just to buy the night token, that button there on the Harmony ecosystem. So if you head to market,
where is the market? Here.
Yeah,
Yes.
This is Harmony, so I'm not sure how much is on here. Oh, sorry, my dev has just reset the subgraphs today because he's doing the hybrid system. So it looks like there's nothing there.
Okay.
Oh, it's also you might not be connected to the right RPC.
Yeah. So it's like from the website, it won't just switch on its own. It's like
You're on the Polygon website right now.
Yes, this is polygon.knightsandpeasants.1. And the other one was just knightsandpeasants.1. Is that right?
The other one's harmony.knightsandpeasants.
Harmony.knightsandpeasants.1. Okay, got it. And so they're two separate websites. They don't communicate with each other. Okay, got it. Okay, so then I can come to the market. Okay, and you go to the open market to buy a night. Oh, so yeah, 14 Matic token. This is 18. I see. And then I can also buy a peasant. Interesting. How does this work? Okay, back to market. I want to buy a peasant or items. Okay.
Yeah, so the peasants, we used to do bi-weekly mints, and they would sell out pretty fast though, because they were only a couple of dollars each. But you can also earn peasants through what we call an enrollment scroll, which is a free mint for a peasant, and they can be found within questing, and they are rewards for like our game nights and things like that.
Okay, so what's the difference between a knight and a peasant?
So the knight is your main questing character.
Okay.
The peasant is the secondary questing character. So you can take up to 3 peasants on your quest with the knight. And then the peasants have their own different statistics that will boost the quest to get it over the threshold that you need to have a successful quest and get the most rewards back. And on top of that, you can use items. We've got over 100 items in our ecosystem now, and they do various things like upgrade peasants, upgrade knights, refresh cooldowns, free mint, boost quests, and all that sort of thing.
Okay. And so there's use case for all of it. Shout out to you for hanging in there. So I imagine your whole ecosystem has just been demolished, like DFK, right?
Yeah, it surely has. We were doing very, very well on Matic. You can see there, there's 36,000 item sales. There are microtransactions because items are they're just little items, but there was a lot of volume there. That marketplace got put up in November, so it's been up about, like 5 months. But most of that volume happened in the first 3 to 4 months. And then in the past month, the gas fees have just been so high that they've annihilated us. So that's why we're doing our hybrid system, to get past all of these gas fees now and move on, because we've got our questing and crafting and item upgrading. And when we have our hybrid system, we're actually going to increase the strategy for the questing as well. But after that, we can finally focus on what we've been building rather than what we've had to build, which is our city builder.
Okay.
Let me see if I can find a tweet for you. We got a couple of sneaks for it. It's been a while because obviously we had to go all the way back to fixing our contracts again because of the gas fees. But we had been building before that our city builder, which was land gameplay, using your peasants and your items to build buildings in the land and create this whole little ecosystem that you could play in. The peasants being the main characters of the city builder, and it was just was going really well until gas fees. So it's just been delay after delay for us. Let me get you the tweet. I'll send it through Discord.
Man. Okay. Yeah. And you can also, why don't you share your screen? So at the bottom, if you're able to, At the bottom, you can hit present and then share your screens, whatever screens you want to share.
Okay, I'll just onto the.
And you could even maybe help walk us through the game a little bit.
Yeah, I can do that.
How many devs are there?
There's only one master dev.
And
He has been he's been insane. He's a monster dev, and he has done all of this by himself.
Wow.
And yeah, he does front end, but he's full stack, and game design is his thing as well.
Wow.
He's just insane. I showed our ecosystem to somebody recently, like 2 days ago, and they were like, "This guy must be cracked out on cocaine to have accomplished this in a year." And I was like, "He's not on any drugs, but he seems like it."
Wow. And then what is your main role with Knights and Peasants?
My main role, I'm one of the co-founders. I do a lot of the community stuff, a lot of the networking. Basically, a whole lot of the biz dev stuff is me.
Wow. So kudos to you guys for not. Most projects would have closed their doors, but not you. You guys are pushing through all the hell. I can't imagine the hell that you guys have been through here.
It's been rough. I'm not gonna lie. Screen sharing is easiest with 2 monitors.
But if
Share
you,
screen,
it's fine.
this one.
Yeah. Okay. There it is.
Okay, so there's my screen. Let's go to this page.
Okay.
Am I on the right? Okay. So you've got your badge here.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want to buy a badge expansion. Oh, hang on. Been a while since I loaded this up. I'll just buy it. The thing is, I hope he's been doing his hybrid system, and I'm not. Oh, it's because I'm on Anchor.
Okay.
So he's been mucking around with the subgraphs and things, and I think he might have reset it to day. Here we go. I'm on the right RPC now. So as you do your quests, so you buy your badge here, and then you can claim all your items. I can't show you because I've already claimed them. But as you do your quests, you earn experience, which earns you rewards. And then you can claim the rewards each time you level up in the quest. There's a few different badges now to get through. It gets harder as you go through.
Yeah.
This is the training camp where you can upgrade your knights. So max upgrade, I think, is 10 Matic, or you could just do a couple of points at a time, because every knight has different statistics and different boosts as well. So the rarer knights have a couple of boosts, which means there's a chance to get double stats when you allocate those points to them.
Okay.
And then you've got your quest map.
Wow. Okay.
Let's see if it's going to work, because I can see here that RPCs are having some problems. See, this is exactly why we are going to the hybrid, because the RPCs and Polygon and the fees itself, they're having some problems here.
So you're always switching RPCs and stuff.
Yeah, it feels very much like Harmony during bull run days. Okay, here we go. So you've got 4 quests. You can roll them to get the quests up. And then this here is a Royal Letter, which refreshes your quests for free. You find those in questing.
Yeah.
And you load up your quest screen. If the RPC wants to work. Come on.
Sometimes with the streaming software, it could be the streaming software, because even on my computer, sometimes I have trouble with the websites working, and I constantly have to refresh. And it might be RPC too. It's like,
yeah. Let's see if it will work. So I can show you from here anyway. So we've got my list of knights here. I'd click on the knight, it would appear here. Can you see my mouse on my screen share?
I sure can.
Okay, cool. So and then the stats would load up, and these slots down here where the peasants would go, and this is the peasant tab up here. I'd pop the peasants in to try and increase different statistics, and then I can boost them with items up here And on this side, it will show the rewards and different chances of getting them. And then as I send the quest off, it'll come back instantly. This isn't even going to work anymore. And then I get their rewards on an RPC or website that's going to work. Yeah, and so there's all these items. They do different things within Quest, different stats. These are the gold coins, which you can exchange in our vendor for the in-game token. These are our bags, which I'll see if I can open it. So you earn those through questing as well.
Okay.
And then you can open them to, let's see if it will work.
And you use them in the game. There's demand for these items in the game.
Yeah, so that's what's been traded, though, the 36,000 or whatever items that had been traded on the marketplace in the item section. That's all this stuff. So it's potions. Let's see, I've got a ginseng tea here, which refreshes our night cooldown, an ale here, which refreshes a peasant cooldown, and then a couple of things to help in questing.
Oh.
And you've got equipment, which is stuff that doesn't get equipment which doesn't just get destroyed on quests.
Okay.
And blessings, which you can upgrade knights with permanently.
Okay.
And then enrollment scrolls, which I don't think I have any of, but those are free mints. You got five or six different types of peasants with different, they can be upgraded. They're different rarities, and they've got different statistics depending on their profession. And they also earn some of the in-game token as well to, be claimed.
Okay. Okay. But the phase that you guys are in right now, you're in more of we're sorting out all this disaster that's happening with Harmony. And you launched on Polygon. When was that? When did that happen?
So that was November. So what actually happened was we launched on Polygon in October, and we gave a lot of free mints to our Harmony holders to try and help them out. They did have to register to make sure they were active. So we weren't giving a bunch of free mints to people that weren't there. So we did this mint, and it went okay. We had about 2.5K, I think, mints in the first couple of days. It was a $50 mint at the time, but it just felt like it was slowing right down and it was probably going to freeze. And to us, that felt like blood money. It didn't feel right to be taking from our community who had supported us all this time. And so we refunded. 2 days in, we refunded the whole mint, and we redid it as a free mint. So what we did at that point was we approached all of these different Polygon communities and said, here, here's a bunch of whitelist spots for our free mint. And it just changed everything, actually. That's when we pivoted from having a liquidity in-game token to using Matic as our power token. And it changed the morale of everybody. It changed people from concentrating and focusing on the token to focusing on having fun in the game. Everybody was playing. All they had to do was buy a 10 Matic badge to play. And we minted out within a couple of minutes. I think it was free for the first 2 mints, and it was 6 Matic for any consecutive mints after that. So that's what we did in Polygon in November. And since then, lots of people were playing and having fun, and we had kept our Discord hype up and everything was going really well. And then Polygon hit the gas fees and we were like, wow, fuck.
Oh man. Golly. So that I heard about that. So you did the refund. You just gave everybody their money back.
Yeah. We did. Yeah.
That is awesome. Shantastic is fantastic, baby. Wow.
Yeah, it just made such a huge difference. It's really a shame that the gas fees have put us back again. It just feels like everything's out to get us at this point. But
it's always
we'll get past it. It's just another bump in the road.
What are some of the blockchains you're talking to about moving off of Harmony?
So we had been talking to Avalanche, and we had been talking to DFK. We talked to Findora, and the other option would be to merge Harmony with Polygon.
Okay.
Yeah, so There's a few options.
And it's
It
a
just
lot of work.
depends. Yeah.
I'm guessing.
Yeah, it is. If we were to go to Avalanche, we would probably have to go to DFKchain because the fees obviously are far better than on AVAX. There's no way we could have an on-chain game
Right.
in on AVAX C-chain. If we go to Findora, it would be high risk, high reward.
Okay.
So that because they're very, very small, we would be the biggest game there, but it's a high risk environment, right? The same sort of thing could happen to us again.
Okay.
And if we were to go to Polygon, we would have to figure out a burn event basically to make sure that we're not flooding the Polygon ecosystem with Harmony stuff.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things to take into account there.
Yeah, I know. So DFKchain at one point was doing 4 or 5 million transactions per day without a blip. I remember. But I know. So how the work to move a chain is pretty intense, right? To move everything to a new chain with one superstar Superman dev.
Yeah. So my superstar Superman dev is pretty okay with moving the chain. Actually, he's not too worried about it. It's really the biz dev side and the taking into account the longevity of where we can go and gas fees and speed and all that sort of stuff. But with the hybrid system, it will make it a lot easier to migrate our Harmony stuff. So as soon as that's out, which we are hoping for next week, but we'll take it as it comes because I'm sure by now there's always delays in this space.
Right.
We try not to announce anything until we're sure it's going to be there. So
at
this point, we're hoping, but we haven't announced anything.
Might come next week.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's quick. All right.
Yeah. So we've got a hybrid coming, and then after the hybrid and then after the migration, then we can finally buckle down and get into the city builder. This is our crafter, so you can create things using the chef, and different rarities and different levels will increase your chance of getting like double items.
Wow.
And you've got to use these items to create that sort of thing.
Wow.
And then we've got the forge as well, which is to take 2 of the same item and use a peasant to craft those as well and upgrade them into a level 2 item. And then this is our vendor, which you can buy items from with the in-game token.
Okay.
And this is our leaderboard. So when people are questing, they appear in the leaderboard. And then as soon as the epoch ends, they can claim their prize here.
Oh.
And so with our PFP collection that's coming, everybody's PFP will be able to be attached to their badge. This is their badge name. And that'll appear on the leaderboard as well, and you'll be able to retweet straight from the leaderboard to pump the socials a little bit.
Wow. So how many people are engaged in this game right now?
Before the badge, before the gas happened, it was like 150 regular players, 150 to 200. But afterwards, I would, I don't even want to look. It's been so bad. Yeah, it's just really, really become a ghost town, and I think people pop in every now and then to see how the hybrid's going. So I know that we can come back from this. I've got quite a lot of influence on the Polygon blockchain now. I've been building really hard with networking. I've got quite a deep network there. To put it in perspective, I'll move my Twitter.
Yeah, go ahead.
Over here. Can you see the Twitter?
Yes, I sure can.
Yeah, so to put it in perspective, this is our PFP collection, and I've only had the Twitter open for 3 weeks today, and it's got 4K followers now.
Okay, wait. So this is what again? Your PFP?
This is our PFP collection. So what's happening?
Collection again?
Profile picture.
What's that?
Our profile picture collection.
Oh, got it.
So Polygon right now, Polygon are really pumping profile picture collections and the culture behind it. So to stay relevant, we've decided to launch our own. Also because our community weren't repping us because our knights, they look really cool. Where are they? You know, all our knights look really cool, but they don't stand out from each other as a PFP. You can see here, you know, they look a bit same.
Yeah.
So we wanted a PFP that would represent the people. And that's in this video here. You can see it'll pop up. That we just wanted really relatable traits that people could see themselves in. I myself, I'm a Māori woman in Web3. Oops, that's noisy. I'm a Māori woman in Web3, and I don't see a lot of representation in this space. You know, I'm a brown woman in Web3. There's not many PFPs for me unless I go for a monkey or something.
Yeah.
So we've got different skin colors, different hair types. The idea behind the art is that this is Generation K, Generation Knights. They are modern day remnants of a long gone medieval civilization. So maybe they've gotten a little bit too entrenched in modern day conveniences, but they're still a little bit dangerous. They're still pretty badass. And the art's just really clean. Let's see if I can find them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
So this
just
is the
followed.
PFP.
I just followed that, guys. Here in the description is this Twitter account, right? Twitter. It's a Gen K _ NFT. That's your Twitter handle.
Yeah.
That one.
So this is my PFP here. And on top of the PFP, we'll have NFT trading escrow, so our holders can trade safely between collections that only we have added to the escrow. So there's no chance of getting scammed by a random contract popping up in our escrow. It's only stuff that we've added.
Yeah.
And I've been entrenched in the Polygon ecosystem for several months now. And I really have become one of the leaders on the chain. And one of the things that I did was collab traits for different projects. It started with the people that I've made closest friends with, who I wanted to share some of the electricity of a new collection with, because you start a new collection and you've got a lot of FOMO, you've got a lot of electricity, you've got a lot of hype, and I wanted to share that with the OGs on Polygon who have been building for a really long time.
Yeah.
And so I thought of these.
Yeah. Good
So I
stuff.
thought of these collab traits.
Mm-hmm.
So for Matic Name, one of the biggest influencers, he's got his collection Crypto Crew, and he's got the electric eyes. For Hellcats, which is one of the ones that came from Terra, I did their jacket, their Letterman sweater.
Wow.
For Polygon Punks, they've got a pixelated hat, which I think just turned out really well. This is the Ret Gang takeaways, the fast food apron.
Yeah.
And I've got, it started with these 5 different groups, and it's sort of exploded into about 20 different projects with collab traits in my collection now. And the biggest one that one of the biggest ones that I've announced just now is Avagotchi, who have been building since 2020. They've raised $30 million. Very similar to DFK on chain, OG GameFi on Polygon. And so I got them 2 different traits. One is the wizard hat from their little ghost, and one is their Christmas sweater here, which they actually wear to in real life events all the time as in packs. So this was a huge collaboration for us, and we've got heaps of big ones coming. I've approached OGs, hyped new collections, artists, one-on-one artists, smaller artists, to give them some more exposure through me. Some of the biggest artists on Polygon just to support them, and because it's a give-take relationship there, I obviously can leverage their community, they can leverage mine. And also I've made friends with the art director in Reddit, and I've got a couple of Reddit traits coming from their avatar collection, and a big Web2 guy who designed a meme. I'm not going to announce it yet because it's heavy alpha, but I've got somebody really cool coming who's one of the OG internet memes, and he's got a trait in my collection as well. So so this is hopefully going to get some more eyes onto KMP as well, because I'm in spaces all the time, and I can talk about what we've built so far, which is KMP, and what we're building, which is GNK, and it gets eyes on both of us. So
okay, and so everybody in the chat, go like, subscribe, bell button on this Twitter account here, and that's a really good video that you have there. It was playing, and that's just giving Knights and Peasants exposure. That's great.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. That was one of the key things for this collection, was to get some exposure for Knights and Peasants, and to get some exposure for us as a whole, and to stay relevant.
So why is it that you're so determined to stick with this, to keep going? What's driving you here? What's going on?
Honestly, it's the community. They've stuck with us through everything, right? They've stuck with us through this whole Harmony bridge hack. They've stuck with us through a whole year of ups and downs, and it's my responsibility now to keep it going. And I truly feel like it is my responsibility to do this, but it's also my passion and my love, and I just. This is like my life now, and I'm quite happy to do it and to push. I'm exhausted with these two projects at the same time, but I do it for the community. I do it for myself, and I wouldn't have it any other way.
So what is it that caused you to make this your passion? It's like, how do you keep going? You've hit all these hard knocks, and you keep grinding, you keep going. You got this Superman to Dev, it sounds like, that I would love to get him on the show, see what the heck he's all about, because this is like pretty remarkable. It's definitely the type of project I love to be a part of. Okay, with the underdogs that have this drive and this grind, you have to have some kind of purpose or why or cause that's driving you to have this kind of you said this is your passion. Ooh, I'm trying to unpack that. Because most people close the doors, move on to something else, find something new, you give up, you throw in the towel. But something has caused you to keep going and keep grinding. I'm kind of amazed.
I don't know. I can't answer that. I just keep going. It just feels like there's no other choice. But like I'm happy doing. I'm happy being in Web3. I'm ADHD, and Web3 really it's just very good for my brain. There's a lot of dopamine within Web3, obviously. There's a lot to keep me going, and I thrive on when things are like need to be done. There's another word for that, but I can't remember because I'm ADHD. But like we thrive at the last minute. Like if there's an essay due, we're not going to do it until it's like half an hour due, and then we'll smash it out. And that's what Web3 feels like constantly.
Yeah. Well,
so it just really works for my brain. That's all I can say.
It sounds like here, I might be able to help answer that question. Part of it, at least a part of that, is your conviction to follow through and come through for the sake of the community.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like. And so it's like, you feel like I can't let them down. I'm going to do what's right by the people and grind. And there's some other aspects to it there that there has to be. So I feel like I love being a part of the underdog, the people with the right heart, the right mindset, the right core values that's driving them. I know Crypto Baby H is there. That's where she is. And Crypto Baby H would have been able to bridge us together so much better here, I think. I almost feel like, I'm sure you're so busy, but I would love to have you and her on sometime.
Yeah, I'd like that. She's been with me for since pre-mint in Harmony. She was one of the first people to appear in my server, and she's been around ever since. I've nothing but love for her.
Wow. So and she's pushed you guys 50 times to me, and I'm just like such a slow mover. My brain, I'm slow at learning new things. I'm like so one track minded, all in focused, one at a time on certain things. But her biggest thing too also was that you guys, she said she got the demo from Dragon's Crossing on Bloater Punch. Okay, so this is Dragon's Crossing right here.
Oh, hang on. Okay, I'll just stop screen sharing.
You're good. Okay. I see.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah, no, I see that you have to do that if you only have one monitor. Okay.
Oh, I do have two, but they're all
Yeah.
I'm all over the place.
Sure, I hear you. So you really need 3 or 4 these days.
Yeah.
You can organize it right. Okay, so she did the Bloater Punch did a demo for Crypto Baby H. Bloater Punch and Baby Punch. Okay. They did a demo on this game, and she said she hits me up all about it. And she's like, this is so much like Knights and Peasants. And she's like wanting to merge. I mean, not actually merge the games, but create partnerships here where the games can kind of link somehow. I don't know how that's even possible.
We've had some ideas actually, because when we were thinking about moving to DFKchain, we were thinking about how we can integrate with DFK to be more than just on their chain. So we have had some ideas of ways to use the token within our game, or ways to use items from other games within our items, within our crafting system, within our questing. So there's definitely ways to do it. And I'm always down to talk about partnerships like that, because I feel like they are a much deeper and better connection than the so-called collabs you often see, where it's just whitelist giveaways.
Yeah, here's a good question. Will $20 get somebody in the game? The answer is yes. You can buy a knight right now. I think the floor was at 14 polygon. I think it was 14 polygon, or maybe 10 polygon.
It's it'd be a little bit more because Matic at the moment is $1.10, so it'd be about 10% more.
Yeah.
But I know that the floor in some of the other marketplaces other than our own, because we're on Magic Eden, but Magic Eden have not really done contracts well for our game. OpenSea on Polygon and in One Planet. So I know that there's a range of floors. For looking at my floor price now, it's 10 Matic somewhere on One Planet. So if you go to One Planet,
okay,
then that's probably the cheapest place for a Knight NFT. And then it's another 10 Matic for the badge. So it'll be 20 Matic rather than $20.
Okay. And then a peasant will help a knight in questing, you said.
Yeah. So the badge comes with one peasant free mint and some items. And then you can buy them secondary, which, looking at that floor price there, is 2 Matic. So if you want some more. And there's different levels of questing. So there's easy, medium, hard. So if you only wanted to start with the one, it is a little bit harder to get into, a little bit slower to get into, not harder. But you can start with easy quests and then slowly work your way up to the medium and the harder quests, rather than having to buy a whole bunch of peasants, a whole bunch of items just to get ahead in the game.
Okay. Wow. Yeah. So not bad. That's cheap. Still very cheap. And so, you said we don't want to be doing anything on Harmony. Do you not want to go buy a knight on Harmony?
It's just hard on Harmony right now because nobody is selling. Because they're diamond handing, waiting for the migration. So I would probably wait for the Harmony ecosystem. And there's just not a lot of people playing either, and it's a player-driven economy, right? So you need people playing to continue to trade, and So this is a game that when we pivoted with the tokenomics, it's not meant to be a game where you can where you should be focusing on ROI. It's one where you can play it happily, trade some stuff, probably get your initial back if you needed to at any time, because the prices are pretty stable. So it's an on-chain game, but it's not like a P2E.
Okay. So I'm so curious, because I know Crypto Baby H right now would be on fire, just all excited to be talking about how these two games can merge with her ideas. They're already merged in Unity Guild, baby. Unity Guild has got DeFi Kingdoms. It's got Knights and Peasants and Dragons Crossing now, baby. So Dragon's Crossing here is a game they're just about to announce the chain. I don't know which chain, but I think they've already figured out a chain. Whatever chain it's going to be, they've decided a blockchain. It's going to be announced soon. But the game itself is coming out in May. And
that's
so
soon.
And the day it comes out, we'll do the mints, pre-mints, and the minting of the Genesis heroes. Okay. And it's going to be ready to play pretty much on day one. The game's being launched, fully ready to play with sustainable tokenomics. That's their big push.
That's really nice.
Yes. A fun game that's really fun to play, really competitive. I think it'll actually be addictive even. Okay. And there's going to be several different factors to it. I don't know if I need to go too much in depth, but you have heroes that go on quests. You battle against monsters. And if you kill the monster, you get items in the game. And you want to keep going on the quest. You have a certain number of quests that you can do per day. And then, but the difficulty is if you die, you lose all the items that you got. And you can't quest again until the next day. So you're constantly in a push-pull as to how many quests or how far I want to go before dying. And then, or
nice.
Go back to safety, keep the items that then go on chain at that point. Then they become NFTs. But you're done for the day. So there's going to be contests happening within the game, you up against everyone else in Dragon's Crossing, trying to win the contest and win like that has real monetary value in the game. And so it's extremely strategical. So the mint launch is in May. And then right after that, we'll be able to buy Genesis heroes. And then they can when they go out questing, they can get what's called shards. Only the Genesis heroes can get shards. Well, shards can then, it's like hatching an egg, sort of. It requires materials and different in-game things. Then you can like hatch an egg, the shard, and that's called a Rift hero. And those are the only two types of heroes. You have Genesis heroes and Rift heroes. The Rift heroes cannot get shards. Only Genesis heroes can get shards. So that's the benefit of having a Genesis hero. That's why they're going to be worth more. And all those details are coming soon. But as far as like the game goes, so, they're starting with these 3 heroes. So 6 heroes, you got males and females. And so you have the female ranger, the female warrior, and the female mage. And then you have the male ranger, male warrior, male mage. That's what we've got. Yep, so far.
That's really nice art.
Yes, and the music, all that's phenomenal. The music is phenomenal. Everything really about everything I can see is phenomenal. But his biggest thing, he's a gamer. Sandwich Punch or Bloater Punch is the one who he couldn't help himself, couldn't sleep at night, couldn't handle it. He always was a gamer, Dungeons and Dragons gamer, and a few other similar type games, and had all these ideas to merge them together and couldn't help himself but embark on this insane journey to start a crypto project, which is nuts. To actually do this, I'm sure you know, is crazy. It's like you probably didn't know what you were signing up for when you first did. And definitely the case for him. And so he said if he could do it all over again, he's not so sure. It's been such a hell. And he's got a family and wife and kids. That's pretty much every dev I ever talked to, like Frisky Fox. I had him on the channel before, and they're all like, oh my gosh, if I knew what I was signing up for, I don't know if I would do it.
Yeah. Yeah. It was far more than I anticipated, that's for sure.
Right. It's every day, every night, all day, all night. You eat it for breakfast, you breathe it all day, you sleep it at night. It's like becomes all encompassing, all that, just the grind that it takes, the partnerships you got to make, all the developers, hiring and firing, just all of it gets crazier and crazier and crazier. Then you got to deal with the public that can be FUD against you, come at you. It's nonstop. It's crazy what you deal with. So kudos to you for your resolve. I'm really excited to see what Crypto Baby H's thoughts are on how to merge these two things together, possibly. That would be so fun. And I'm helping out Dragon's Crossing because these are all OG DFK guys, mostly that started this thing. And so they're like family to me. Crypto Baby H is like family. And from the way she talks about you, it's like you're family to her. So it makes us family. We're family, baby.
Yeah. I agree.
And so
it's funny, the community that I've still got from a year ago on Harmony, they are definitely family. We've been through a lot together, right? We've been through so much.
Right. It's been,
even if I don't speak to people for months, it doesn't matter. They're always going to be family.
That's right. We need to lock arms together and build one another up and be, if nothing else, just support from a distance, high five. So it's important to follow their Discord, okay, which I will put in the description after this video is over. I'm going to add their Discord to the description, okay, and I'm going to post their Discord again right here. Also, the Unity Guild Discord is in the description. If you're not following Unity, be sure to follow that one. Okay.
I've got Unity. Okay. And I just followed Dragon's Crossing on Gen K. I'm pretty sure I already follow it from the Knights and Peasants. Let me check. If Dragon's Crossing come to Polygon, please hit me up because I do have a very, very deep network in Polygon now. And I can definitely help out.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, like I've got Sandeep in the DMs, so we're good. Sandeep's the founder of Polygon, so yeah. So if you come to Polygon, please hit me up because I can help. I can definitely help.
Absolutely. So let's plan on doing another video here. It's been 1 hour. I don't know what your time limit is. I just put Knights and Peasants Discord again in the chat. Everybody, be sure to follow this Discord, like and subscribe to their Twitters, all of that. Let's figure out what Crypto Baby H's vision was. And I would love to get you back on, maybe next week sometime, if you're not too insanely busy.
Yeah, we can do next week.
Okay.
We'll sort it out. I have to have a look at my calendar because, like he said, it's insane. But we'll figure it out. We'll definitely do it. We
will. You've even got the bots going over here. You've got moderators helping out. I love it. Okay.
Yeah, we've got a bot maker who's also made us a rarity bot because OpenSea have screwed up because our contracts are so complicated. OpenSea and Magic Eden and everybody can't figure out our gaming contracts to get it right for rarity. So we've got a rarity bot in the Discord, which will help people make like informed decisions based on which knights have already been upgraded because our upgrades are on chain, and all that sort of stuff. So
so here's what we're gonna try to do, people. We're gonna do another video next week with Crypto Baby H and Shantastic. We're gonna talk more in depth a little bit about the game of Knights and Peasants. We'll talk a little bit about Dragon's Crossing. We're gonna talk about how these two things could possibly merge, the similarities in the games, maybe some of the items, however that can work. And then we're going to do a whitelist giveaway for Dragon's Crossing Genesis Hero next week, if we can pull this off, or within the next 2 weeks. If we can schedule this and make this work, we'll do it. And this Knights and Peasants is definitely the type of project I want to be a part of. I can already tell the core values are strong. You guys aren't money driven. It's not about trying to make a quick buck, is it?
No, if it was, then we'd be long gone.
Nope, we're not making a bunch of money here, are we? And that's not what's driving you. Your drive isn't about trying to make money.
No, definitely not.
Your drive is for a passion for the project, for the community, okay, to follow through. And this dev seems like he's an absolute superhero, superstar, Superman. The artwork is awesome. Crypto Baby H is awesome. So that's all I really know is Crypto Baby H, Knights and Peasants. That's it. And so what you showed us today is very reasonable to get in here, buy a Knight, and then buy a badge, which gets you a Peasant, which means you can quest and get items that do bring back some monetary value. You can also resell them. The prices stay pretty stable. It sounds like the community has been flushed out to where you've only got the diehard people left, and they're just diamond handing, holding it. I love it. You got more updates to come. You got lots of launches happening. It sounds like you're trying to figure out moving the blockchain, moving the game off Harmony to a new blockchain.
Hybrid, migration, city builder, PFP project. So it's all come down to this. But I'll just note here, if anybody wants a whitelist spot for GenK, then please screenshot this stream now and that you've been watching and throw it into the general chat in the GenK server, and I'll whitelist you all.
What is the whitelist for again? Tell me more.
So the whitelist is for the PFP project on Polygon.
Oh, and that's what that Twitter was talking about, which is this thing, GenK.
Yeah, that's the one. We're pumping up the marketing starting pretty much now. So it's gonna pop off. You guys are early. Get a white spot it.
Okay, and what is the whitelist for? You get an NFT.
So the whitelist is just for. So there'll be 3 levels. There'll be the OGs, which I've nearly run out of, so I can't give those out. Sorry. Then there's a first come, first serve whitelist spot. So those will be being able to mint at a little bit of a cheaper price on mint for it. So that's for the PFP, the profile picture NFT, and that will come with the utility of. There it is. That will come with the utility of having the NFT trade escrow attached to it and a few other things that are in our white paper as well.
Wow. Okay, and so in getting this NFT, you use it as your name badge. Is that?
Yeah. In the game, it will be so. It's got its own Twitter, its own Discord, and its own roadmap. But it is loosely related to the game. It will.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's separate, but it also is connected with the game.
Yeah. The PFP and the leaderboard will be how it connects to the game, but it will have its own roadmap itself because PFP collections, they have a different culture to gaming cultures, so they needed to have separate everything basically to be successful.
Right.
Polygon are really pumping PFP collections right now, and I know this one's going to be great on Polygon.
Okay.
In my own humble opinion.
And then people will use this as their profile badge for Knights and Peasants. Is that right?
Yeah, and hopefully on their socials and everything as well. We will be really pumping out the marketing for this coming soon. We've got a lot of support from the ecosystem. I just had a meeting with the Polygon core team about it, and I am just about to sign the contracts with Magic Eden, who have a lot of hype. Things are coming along well for GenK, and if you want that whitelist spot, then just come in and into the GenK server.
Screenshot, go into the Knights and Peasants Discord.
The GenK Discord, so that's on our Twitter page.
Oh, and that's on your Twitter page. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on.
In our Twitter bio, there's the GenK. There it is, the GenK Discord link. So come into GenK, screenshot, and show that you've been listening in, and I'll whitelist you.
Okay, and again, where they contact you, where you private
just in the general chat, just drop it in the general chat, and I'll whitelist everybody. Because it's role based for whitelists on Magic Eden, so you can drop a wallet submission in the Discord, or connect to Magic Eden with your Discord, and it will whitelist you based on the role that you've got in the server.
Okay.
So I just have to roll everybody, and you're good to go.
Okay, and so that's how they contact you, is either on Discord, or you said on Twitter. They can just private message.
No, go into the Discord and drop the photo, because that's where the whitelisting goes. So.
Oh, this Discord link right here. I see. Hang on. I'm going to accept invite, and I'm going to post this Discord link. Actually, I'm sorry if you've got to go. I'm going to post this. There's your Twitter. Okay, hello. Here it is. I'm going to post this in the chat again. Okay, this is the Twitter account, which the Discord invite link is right there. Okay, paste. And you can then join this Discord right here, the Gen K Discord, and then message, and you can get a whitelist spot right here, baby. I got to verify. You verify. Okay.
Continue.
Okay, continue.
Yeah, continue.
And
enter in the code.
Right here.
Enter capture the button down the bottom.
Which is MGSJWK. Okay, MGS.
S.
Yeah. I don't know if the capitalization will matter or not. I'm human. I'm in, baby. I'm in. All right. And so now I want to comment and say, hey, people. Hey. And I'm going to say, yeah, baby. All right. All right. There we are. There's Shantastic. I love it. Let's do it.
And you can, in the sneak peeks there, you can see some sneak peeks, and there's also our collab trait partners, where you can see some of the collab traits we've already announced. We got heaps to go.
Okay. And I'll have all these links squared away next week. We'll do another whitelist. Okay, and we'll do a whitelist giveaway next week when we go live. Dragons Crossing Genesis Hero whitelist, and maybe another whitelist here. I love you guys. Crypto Grady, anything else? Anything else before we leave?
I just want to say thank you for having me. This has been really cool.
It's been fun. I'm so excited to learn more about this, wrap my mind around it a little bit more. I'm like going to cheer you guys on to go keep kicking ass. I'm rooting for you guys. Hang in there. Keep up the grind. I think you guys have a lot of potential here. This seems awesome. Hang in there.
Thank you. You too. And I'm going to look far more deeply into Dragons Crossing as well.
Yes.
See what you guys have been up to.
Let's do it. We'll do a Genesis Hero whitelist giveaway next week when we do this again. Love you guys. Crypto Grady and Shantastic with Knights and Peasants out.
Thank you. Bye, guys.